How about we have some fun with Donald Trump and a common American phrase when you say something and you finish it off with, even if you paid them. Donald Trump couldn't be paid to act with class and act presidential even if you paid him. Oh, but wait, maybe in this breaking story, he could. And yet at this time, what he's doing is playing geopolitical, dangerous World War III games over how much he can make off of the art of the deal. You will not believe what he just said sitting at the White House regarding negotiations with Ukraine involving Russia. And I'm going to show that to you in just a few seconds. It's unbelievable, man. But let's kind of make the point real quick in terms of how Donald Trump views everything being monetarily transactional. If it's good for me, take a look at this.
When Trump was president, he tried to ban TikTok unilaterally. He issued an executive order banning any American citizen from having any transaction with the company that owns TikTok, which effectively would have banned the use of TikTok by anyone in the United States. He tried that. He did that in the summer of 2020. That executive order was eventually struck down by the courts, which is why TikTok is not banned right now. But Trump was very clear on this. He made a huge issue out of TikTok being evil and bad and dangerous. It had to be stopped. He was going to stop it. That was his stand. Until something happened. Do we have that cash register sound? Did you guys find it? Oh, suddenly he's just made a total U-turn. I wonder why. Trump has just come out and said, actually, we shouldn't get rid of TikTok. That would be terrible. And now today he said it in an interview on CNBC.
There are a lot of people on TikTok that love it. There are a lot of young kids on TikTok who will go crazy without it. There are a lot of users. There's, a lot of good.
All of a sudden, why the change? Some have noted that Trump recently hosted Jeff Yass at his Mar-a-Lago club in Florida. Yass is a billionaire investor in ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, and Trump is seeking his support in the presidential race. So follow the bouncing coin, if you will.
And I just want to thank the president for his support. This means a lot.
People should be going wild, and so I just wanted to make a statement. I'm going to buy one.
And also thank everyone out there who is supporting Tesla.
But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it. Yeah. He has never asked me for a thing.
Is there a discount? President Trump wrote the art of the deal. Is there any kind of room for negotiating here?
Let me answer that. I know he'd give me a discount, but honestly, I don't want to ask for one. I'm president.
TikTok and doing infomercials on the White House lawn with Elon Musk. So it should come as no shock, and yet it's tragic in this breaking story how he just describes the negotiations with Ukraine as if he's breaking up a housing development. Here it is.
Well, we'd like to see a ceasefire from Russia. And we have, not been working in the dark. We've been discussing with Ukraine land and pieces of land that would be kept and lost and all of the other elements of a final agreement. There's a power plant involved, a very big power plant involved. Who's going to get the power plant and who's going to get this and that? And so, it's not an easy process. But phase one is the ceasefire. A lot of the individual subjects have been discussed, though. We've been discussing concepts of land because you don't want to waste time with the ceasefire if it's not going to mean anything. So we're saying, look, this is what you can get. This is what you can't get. They discussed NATO and being in NATO, and everybody knows what the answer to that is. They've known that answer for 40 years, in all fairness. So a lot of the details of a final agreement have actually been discussed. Now we're going to see whether or not Russia's there, and if they're not, it'll be a very disappointing moment for the world.
When you come to the calm, simple conclusion that Donald Trump sees everything as a way to cash in for himself, you begin to realize if you really want to put your heart and soul into understanding what you've seen in your lifetime, you come to realize how unbelievably dangerous this man is sitting in this White House with this level of power, across the globe, this is why he is exceptionally dangerous. He has no integrity. He has no barometer for doing the right thing. It is only, what is the right thing for me today? And yes, those are forms of the clinical definition of sociopath and malignant narcissist. Couldn't be any clearer, and I have no idea what in the world the next 3+ years are going to look like. But it's going to be dicey. Stay frosty.